I used to think that I had to work 8-hour days to build an online business. It's just the way that we do things, 9 to 5. But you know what? I started seeing results and daily income in just 1 hour a day, and it changed everything for me. And I mean everything. I actually used to work long days, building, working, hustling, working really hard. And I really do love working hard. But you know what? One time I actually worked 36 hours straight to finish a project for a client. That's a long time. That means I started in the morning and I finished the next morning. And it was that moment that I realized something has to change. I can't do this again. And yes, sure enough, a few years later, I did ultimately burn out. And that was where I realized I really have to learn how to work and operate from a place of rest. And as I began building different businesses along the way, there was still an element of hustle culture around me. And I would hear it around me, see it in Facebook posts and different places, in the energy that people even brought. I would see people going, yeah, you can do this, you can do this. And I had to start turning all of that off, getting quiet, getting still with the Lord and going, I know that there's a better way. And I kept hearing this simple phrase, simple systems that scale. And I was like, okay, God, how do I do that? How do I align with my faith? And how do I walk from rest? How do I build a simple system that scales? And what began to happen is I started understanding automations. I started understanding systems. I started understanding that once you have just one system in place that's automated, all you need to do is do the work of advertising. And I don't mean advertising like throwing out market or getting on there and doing these things, but you find the way that resonates with who you are and how you're made to be, and you do it a little bit, 1 hour every day. Now, you can do it 1 hour Monday through Friday. You can batch yourself a little bit if you like. And what does that mean is maybe for a little while, I see clients. So on those days that I see one-on-one clients, I can't do a whole lot of other work. And so that was also really important to me to build my business, that I had space to just be fully present with my clients. So I would do 2 hours on Monday to batch what I was doing on Tuesday. And Tuesday, I would see clients all day, but I had already done the work for that day the day before. So as you can see, you can actually align with whatever schedule you have. But here's the thing, many business owners get caught in the wheel of trying to look at it all, trying to work on it all. And that's where it really changed for me, of recognizing that success does not equal hustle, especially this day and age, but at any point in time. If you have the right system in place, it should be able to scale without you or with you. And the main thing that you need to focus on is making sure people know about it. And that's what I like to kind of lean into a little bit, is that consistency with clarity actually leads to faster results than just trying to haphazardly do it all. Okay, so here is a very simple process that I found worked really well for me. And that is spending a little bit of time planning, batching content. And what does that mean? Really, you have to decide what kind of content you want to promote and produce. Okay, so maybe you're like me, you're okay talking to the camera. You still need to determine how much you're going to do, and you need to put time into getting that content together so that the day you show up to your camera, you're not just blanking and going, I'm starting from scratch. Spend time developing that content. Spend time doing that in its own space. Film it differently so that you can come and show up to the camera and go, I know what I'm going to say. I know what I've already accumulated, all of that content. It's already ready for me. But maybe you don't like being on face to face. They say face forward versus face less. Maybe you prefer a quieter approach. Now, there are many introverted approaches to marketing. I even offer a faceless wealth program that you can sign up with. And it's an amazing program because it teaches you how to show up aligned with your faith. It shows you how to align faceless and even grow your business without having to show your face at all. You can do different tactics with that. But here's this thing, it's the same process. You have one program, one system, one funnel that's all automated that works for you. And you show up, you take some time to batch your content. Let's say if we did 1 week, you spend one time batching content, just creating the content that you're going to put out there. And then every day, the 1 hour formula would be that you spend about 20 minutes creating that content and pushing it out there through your desired space. So maybe you do Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Substack, LinkedIn, YouTube, any of those formats. You pick one of those, you spend 20 minutes putting that content out there that you've already spent time developing. Now you're going to just craft it and put it out there. And then you're going to spend another 20 minutes commenting and liking and engaging. It's just called engagement. Because as you engage, whatever platform you're on, they want to see, are you somebody that's there? Now, be really careful. Put on a timer, 20 minutes, clocking down, and you sit there and you block out other things and you go, I'm doing this with the purpose of encouraging other people. Do it aligned with your heart. Don't get lost watching dog videos or little baby goat videos. Don't get lost in the dance world. Go in there and find people that are either aligned with you in some way, like and comment on their post, or if people have been commenting on your stuff, like and comment and engage with those people. Engage in your DMs, wherever you can engage and encourage people. That's one simple step. So 20 minutes creating the content, 20 minutes engaging, and then spend the other 20 minutes inviting people in. So I like to use the word invitation. In the business world, it's often called a CTA or a call to action, but invite nurtured people, the people that you've been connecting with, appropriate places, qualified leads to an offering that you have. Maybe you have something that is a free call. Maybe you have a free product or a small low ticket product. Or if it's appropriate, you invite them into the next step. Okay, you're just pointing to them to a solution. If they're talking about a certain pain point and you have a solution to that, it's just an invitation. You're not trying to sell it. You're not trying to do anything. You're just inviting them in. And it becomes a very aligned space. That might be a good time where you're responding to emails. It might be a good time where you're responding to DMs or different conversations you've had to do that. You might also be sending out an email that's an invitation. Okay, so very simple, 1 hour, you rinse and repeat each day. Align it with prayer. Take a few moments to just breathe, let your nervous system reset, downshift. Imagine all the people that are going to be connecting with your content. Pray over them, bless them. You don't need more time. You just need a system that fits whatever season you're in. You see, when I was growing my business, I didn't have a lot of extra time because I had other work to do. Maybe you have a family, or maybe you already have a 9 to 5. Maybe you have a full-time set of elements that you're engaged in your life, whether it's ministry, family, business, or something else. And you go, I need to build this business. So here is the 1 hour simple system. Get a simple system that can scale, and then spend your time just working on that 20-minute intervals. And then when you're ready, you can bump that up to a 2-hour workday. Okay. And you can spend a little bit more time on each of those pieces. But if you have 1 hour a day and you have a heart for impact, then that's all you need to be able to grow a scalable business. And if you would like to step into a system that's already done for you so that you can just truly step into that 1 hour a day, and you want to create daily income without burnout, overwhelm, or even confusion, and step into a whole community that's supporting you and cheering you on, I want to invite you to just start with the free blueprint and just put freedom below, and we'll teach you how to step into that space. All right, my friends, so just 1 hour a day, you can do it completely aligned with your nervous system and start to build that impact and income for your family, for your life, and for the legacy around you.